Good evening, everybody. Happy Wednesday to you all. Now, 2 days ago, I did the State of LCS video, which is, my God, I expected some likes, but boy, nearly 500 likes to that video. And boy, I like to say thank you very much for your responses. I didn't realize that was a lot of likes. I didn't realize that video alone just like, oh my god, that's a lot of likes. And I posted it on Reddit, I posted it on Facebook, I posted it on Twitter, I posted it on some social media, and I never realized that I got that much. And I gained a subscriber, so we're up to 6 subscribers now. Yay! Better than nothing, I guess. So, since I done the LCS and destroyed the LCS of all this existence, and throw it in the garbage and nobody cares about, it's time for us to meet our brethren from the East. And no, not the Far East, like the China and Korea or something. I'm talking about the East of our region. Welcome to the LEC. And my God, I have to say that the LEC is in a pretty, let's just say, unbalanced state right now. So Worlds happen, and I have to say that our performances at Worlds were half okay, but half disappointed at the same time. I feel like, let me just tell you something. Week 1, our performances have been decent. We competed well against the Eastern teams. We competed well against China. Financial performance against Edward Gaming was great. Rogue was incredible, especially against DRX and Top Esports. So for week 1 of Worlds, we did pretty good. We played pretty decent. And then week 2 happens when everybody kind of figured it out and read us like a book. We got crushed. Absolutely crushed. We got no wins against the Eastern teams and got beaten by North America twice and handed North America their first win at Worlds as well. So to say that Europe has a pretty disappointing Worlds is pretty much an understatement. Rogue making out of groups is incredible. It's incredible for them, it's incredible for the org, it's incredible for Odoame, who, after all these years of climbing and scratching and clawing and all those kind of suffering that he has to finally have an LEC champion, and then they get absolutely bounced by JDG. Which, look, no disrespect, JDG are a fantastic team, 369 and all that stuff. JDG were fantastic, but it kind of felt like we never had a footing in that series. We did well in Game 3. Larson literally carried us nearly to Providence. But Malranks missed cues and all those kind of stuff. And that was Europe out of Worlds. It's so funny, that for the second year in a row, the team that make it out of groups and into Worlds, it's not G2 nor Fnatic. Mad Lions and Rogue are the 2 new teams in Europe. Now, do you believe it's concerning? Well, no. It's great to see new European teams, be great, be incredible. Almost every single split, every single year, trying to be like the G2s and Fanatics, but also be different than them. They don't have the money or the high quality players that have, but they have the team to do it. Look at Mad Lions, they develop their rookies really well with the Alioyas and the Carzens, and their development is great. Mac is a good coach, their developmental skills is great, the scouting is awesome. You look at Rogue, they also brought in a rookie in Malrang. They kept some of the players in there, they brought in veterancy, they brought in leadership to the team, and look at the reaping awards. I'm asking everybody if you are a G2 or Fnatic fan, and I am neither of these fan base, but if you are a G2 or Fnatic fans, I'm concerned about you guys because for the second year in a row, neither of these teams can even make it out of groups. Well, G2 did not make it to Worlds last year, but for the second year in a row, Fnatic bombed out of Worlds, bombed out of probably groups for the second year in a row. And it makes me feel concerning. Are we at, I feel like, we are at the peak of Europe? I mean, Freak said it best. We have already reached the peak of Europe of League of Legends. But I feel like we right now, I've reached our peak already. And I'm kind of worried about G2 and Fnatic fans alike, realizing that maybe their region is just like a two-team region. And the reason why Europe is so great is because these two teams are great. And without them, Europe is just kind of feel like average at best. Which, let's be honest, is better than North America's situation. It's fine, but it's never going to be world championship quality great. And that kind of concerned me. That kind of concerned me a lot. So, let me just give you some context. 2018, 2019, and maybe 2020 was the best years Europe has ever provided. 2 Worlds finals appearance, MSI champions, semifinal appearances. I mean, that period was our core base League of Legends at its best. That is where peak League of Legends came from, man. That 2018-2020 season was probably the best we ever have in Europe. Yeah, there was some good years, G2 making into making to semifinals. That was good, but yeah, that was also in that 2018-2020 period. But the point is that from 2018 to 2020, Europe was really, really good. Was really, really good. But I feel like it came on the back of both G2 and Fnatic being really well and being really well playing against each other. You look at that 2019 spring. Wasn't probably one of the greatest matches to ever grace the LEC. And it's still up there with like every other European matchup you can think of. When the schedule comes out, what was the one matchup that everybody wanted to look forward to? When the schedule of next year's LEC gonna come out, was the one match that they are looking forward to more than anybody else? It's G2 Fnatic. Because of the history, the legacy, the rivalry between these two teams, the class and royalty between these players. It's incredible. And the storylines, there are going to be a bunch of storylines on them. Reckles coming back against Reckles coming back to his team against the former employees. Wonder facing against his former employees. Cass facing against his former employees. I mean, the storylines in this series is going to be everywhere, And that's probably like the only interesting series. And plus, with the new format, G2 and Fnatic will have to worry about, we can just, go 3-6 and we'll be fine, They don't have to worry about, if they finish bottom 8 or bottom 2 or something. So, with that new format, you give G2 and Fnatic fans more games to watch, more fans, so you can have more viewers. I mean, if you go to esports charts right now, G2, every single matchup involving G2 and Fnatic have more viewers. Why? Because they're the 2 best teams in Europe, goddammit. Always have been, always will be. It doesn't matter what happened a couple of years ago. G2 Fnatic, by reputation alone, are going to make viewers going to watch their games. Are going to make viewers tune in and see the best players from the best teams in there. And by reputation alone, that is great. But now, things have changed, The last 2 years, G2 and Fnatic have lost their powers, And now G2 going into the year without Carlos for reasons. And probably a state of flux. I think G2 are going to be fine, but, organizationally, what you going to do without a new owner, and Fnatic going to go in with a new coach, new support, new players, and anything. It puts the LEC and puts everybody's perspective of the LEC is clutched in flux. directionless reality. I spoke 2 days ago about where does the LCS goes. Where does the LCS go from here? Well, where does the LEC go from here? If G2 and Fnatic cannot perform well at Worlds, then who's the other teams that can just grab the international domination by storm? Can't be Koi, to be honest. Can't be Mad Lions. The way they performed last in Worlds this year, I'm not sure you can trust them. I don't know if his Vitality can do that. Yeah, Perks is there, but XL, they're decent, but they make 2 playoff appearances. Great, and they crash and burn in both of them. Do they have the ability to step up, to rise up to the occasion and become a pretty good organization to challenge the elite? That's the question. Listen, I am an LEC fan. I go to Discord. I go to LEC Discords almost every week. I talk to them. We chat. We laugh. We learn a lot of things about the LEC. We learn about drafting and all those kind of things. It was fun. It was a kind of fun thing, and I want to do it next year. As long as I'm here on this earth with you guys, I wanted to keep doing these Discord things. So if anybody in Discord wants me in, you know who I am. But I feel like as a supporter of European League of Legends, do we have faith in the LEC winning Worlds? Now, the LCS, the LCS are gonna be. We already know about the LCS. Their LCS is far gone to the drain. We don't have to worry about it. Right? I feel that the same thing is gonna happen to LEC. Now, it's not gonna be like we're gonna be like we suck badly and viewership is bad. No, viewership is fine. I mean, viewership is down last year because everybody's like going out, mingled, everything. I mean, look at Christmas. I mean, look at downtown. Downtown is a packed house, and it's almost Christmas. So not much people are gonna be watching a lot of LEC this year. But at least the viewership is decent enough to be, good, to not be like LCS levels bad. So you could say that the LCS is fine. I mean, you got K-Drill, you got Medic, you got Laurel, you got Shocks, Quickshot, Nightmare, Goldberg, Trouble Link, Medivetti. Yeah, so those people, those characters that you love every single week. It's fun, it's cool, and that's what makes the LEC so cool. It's those characters. It's those, their rap videos were incredible. I mean, I tell you what, those rap videos alone would have bring up more viewership alone. Those rap videos would get more views alone. And that's the thing that the LCS is lacking, their creativity. I mean, look at Dracos and videos and Kado. They did rap videos. I mean, they did rap videos, and it's so cool. Even Dracos is become a musician because of it. He has a Spotify. Dracos is on Spotify, for God's sakes. Like, whose caster can do what he does and does a rap as his sidebar career? Like, nobody does that. Virtually nobody does that. It's insane, and I love him for it. I mean, the broadcast is good. The broadcast is good. The fans are great. The fans in Berlin are kind of great. The LEC, I'd say the LEC is pretty decent. It's not up there with the LCK or LPL in terms of success, but it's not down there with the LCS in terms of viewership and poor quality and all this kind of stuff. It's right there. It's in the middle. It's in the middle. It's in the middle, and that's the way it's supposed to be, and that's gonna be always what they're gonna be. A middle of the pack region. That doesn't mean we can try. Like I told you 2 days ago, the LCS has moments. The LEC has moments. First World Championship, even though some people might not count it. MSI winners, Worlds finalists twice over, beating some good Eastern teams. We beat T1 twice. We beat, I don't know, EDG a couple of times. Fnatic beat EDG. So we had moments. I mean, we have moments and we can look back and smile and be proud of. It's probably like, what's the future of the LEC right now? Are the LEC good enough to win a world championship? Are LEC good enough to just like put your hands up and saying, I want to win a world championship bad. I want to win a world championship so bad that I can put hours and hours of grinding into it. And I will come out being successful and be good and be incredible enough to succeed. And that's going to be the question. Do I feel like the LEC are good enough with the teams that they have, with the quality, with the youngsters that they have, and with the quality that they have? Do they have enough to win any national events? I think yes. I said yes, they can do it. It's not a matter of if, it's the matter of when they can do it. It could be this year, it could be next year, it could be a couple of years down the road, but I believe the LEC is going to win a world championship. Hell, I believe the LEC will go to the Golden Road and win spring. Wait, okay, there is no spring split this next year. There's going to be 3 splits and 1 gigantic LEC champion. So basically no spring split. Okay, fine. The point is, I believe one of these seeds are going to go win the LEC, then win Worlds, then win MSI. It can be done. G2 nearly done it. Fnatic nearly done it. Well, actually, RNG won MSI, but fine. It can be done. It can be done. But in order for LEC to do it, they have to let go of the reality that G2 and Fnatic, as great as they are by reputation alone, can't carry the LEC to greatness anymore. This is not a hate on LEC, on the G2 Fnatic fans. No, this is not, I hate G2, I hate Fnatic, just burn and die and kill over so that the LEC become a brand. No. The fact that G2 and Fnatic have become competitive for so long and be dominating the LEC for so long, it's incredible and great. But since the 2021-ish, we have like 3 different winners. Rogue, Mad Lions, G2. Parity. Something that we needed. I mean, something that the whole region needed. Yeah, sure, G2 and Fnatic are dominated, but we feel like, oh my god, these 2 teams again? Oh, I hate it. You know, we don't want like vanilla or chocolate ice cream. Give me rum and raisins or cookies and cream and, you know, pistachio ice cream or something. Or mint chip. You know, we need different flavors. And for Rogue and Mad Lions to break through the ceiling and finally won one is incredible. It's incredible for them. But can these teams take the next step? You know, can the Kois and the Mad Lions and the XLs and Vitalities take the next step on not only breaking the establishment, but also becoming world champions? I mean, yeah, look. Do G2 and Fnatic fans be upset if any other team from their LEC region won Worlds? Yeah, they'll be, because we're the best team in all of Europe for all these years, and we never win a world championship. And now all of a sudden, XL out of nowhere win the whole thing? That's preposterous. That is flipping preposterous. But would you accept it? Would you accept that any team from Europe can win except your own? Half of you would say yes. Half of you will say yes. I would love to see a European team win Worlds. It would be a joy. It would be a joy to see the LEC team win Worlds. Kind of like Jamaica trying to qualify for World Cup. If Jamaica qualifies for World Cup, these streets of Portland will be on the ground all day, all night, and until the cows go home. Give me 1 minute. I need to turn down my ringer. There. They'll be partying all night, and it'll be beautiful. It will be chaotic, of course. And I think it will happen. I think it would happen. If I had to stay up until 3 a.m. to see an LEC team win Worlds, so be it. Actually, you know what? I can't because I need some sleep, and sleep is really, really important, Mom. But still, I feel like right now that the LEC is in a really, really okay place right now. It's not dire. It's not dying like the LCS are. It has quality. It has good broadcasts. It has some good people in there. It's not gonna be like dying alone. We lost a couple of people. We lost for scoring last year. We lost Ender a couple of years ago. But yet, here we are. Train still moving. Train keeps on moving. There's some new people that I don't know of that much, but shout out to Nymera, on the Discord, being there. Your league, I know. I feel sad about your league being absolutely squashed by Riot. But, it is what it is. I think the LEC is pretty much okay. The schedule is coming out. January 21st, LEC is gonna be back. Your boy is probably gonna be watching some, maybe not, but be watching some games and be happy about it. You know what? Can't wait for my first taste of LEC action. Let's go. See what we are all about. And it doesn't interrupt the VCT schedule. The VCT will have their Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays thing, which is fine. I'm cool with it. I said it a couple of days ago that the Mondays thing is gonna be a real iffy thing. We don't know if people will be loving the Mondays thing or not. They prefer the weekends, but at the same time, hey, I mean, we gone through like, I don't know, best of threes a couple of years ago, best of twos a couple of years ago. I mean, they didn't work, but I mean, they've gone through it. So what different about having LEC on Mondays? If it works for some people, well, let's see if it can work for us. And besides, it's gonna be on a it'll be on a day, it'll be on night, it'll be on post-work night. Most people might be gone out of work, so it's not gonna be that stressful. And plus, this is gonna be in the LEC arena, which means hundreds and hundreds, not saying hundreds, but few people will be attending, so it's not gonna be that much. Attendances will be fine. I mean, people in the East Coast will be watching some, and it'll be probably be the only region they'll be watching, other than the LPL and LCK if you're an early bird like some people. And that'd be cool. That means you get to see the LEC more and more next year than any other region that you can see in the northern region. Hell, there gonna be more games. There'll be like lots and lots of games. Yeah, you got your regular single round robin, but best of threes, best of fives, groups, GSL, all those kind of stuff, and it'll be fun. It will be incredibly fun, and there'll be storylines aplenty. And my plan for next year is to give me the LEC content. Now, how am I gonna do that? So maybe next year, because I need to address something a couple of days from now about my year review, talking about how I did this year and what my future is gonna be for next year and such. But I will be doing some LEC stuff. Now, I'm not gonna be like a big analyst on like knowing the draft and all this kind of stuff, but I will be trying my best, my dangest, to give you LEC content. Maybe every week, or maybe every day, or something. But I will try my best. So, on the first video of 2023, which, God forbid, I'll be living, I will be talking about the schedule. And while I'm talking about the schedule, I will see if this team's chances of winning is good or bad. Like, if I look at Astralis' schedule and it's like, oh my god, you're facing those teams, then I'll say, yeah, you have no chance. But I look at Koi's and it's kind of like, you can win some here, lose there, all this kind of stuff. I'm going to be playing devil's advocate with the schedule. Now, of course, they show the first 2 weeks of schedule, and probably everybody, by process of elimination, probably figure out their third week of the schedule. But I'll be playing devil's advocate on the scheduling and to see who's better, who's not, and see how it goes. And I will do my good, bad, ugly of the week. that will take place every, I mean, let's call it Tuesday night. Tuesday nights. I think Tuesday will be fine, depending on, circumstances, But I can do it on a Tuesday. But I can do it on a Tuesday night. So I will be telling you who's done well in the LEC that week, who done poorly, and who gets the absolute down from me. So good, bad, and ugly of the week. So those kind of stuff. And probably be watching a lot of LEC at that time, some highlights and such, and go on Discord and everything like that. So trust me, I am pretty excited about the LEC, man. I'm pretty excited about the LEC. I know the cautious optimistic in me saying that be careful of hoping that the LEC is gonna fail once again, and that's fine. I can handle that. I can handle failure. Not as great as others, but failure is just a part of life. And I think we all in the LEC community and most of the LCS have to accept that. It's how we deal with failure is what's gonna make us human. And that's what we're gonna find out, I think our goal for the LEC this year is to make top four appearance at Worlds. That's gonna be fine, You know what? We don't want any World Championships or anything like that. We'll just make semifinals appearance. Semifinals appearance is good. I don't care if it's G2, Fnatic, or Rogue, or Koi, or Mad Lions. I don't care. Just give us a top four performance, and we could just be like stepping stones, Because as long as the game is here, our region's chances of winning, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be really good. And hey, who knows? Maybe we might have a large parade, just like we have in Argentina. Have you seen Argentina's parade? They have to go helicopters. There's no way we're gonna get that feeling in Berlin. But trust me, I say this: if LEC wins Worlds, there will be a parade down in Germany. Probably like 15,000 people there, and they'll probably have a trophy and an open top bus parade. And it'll be like the biggest thing ever. It'll be bigger than Germany winning the World Cup. It'll be bigger than any other sporting event you can think of in Europe in the last several years. It'll be big. It will be huge. And that's what we want. We wanted to see Europe win Worlds. Just for that moment. Maybe it might happen, maybe you don't. And trust me, if you're Shock, and Shocks and Quickshot will have to be crying, because let's remember, Shocks and Quickshot has been there since the very beginning of the EU LCS. They've been there to the highs and lows. And they're going to be working, 11th year together? Amazing. So if an LEC team wins Worlds, Quickshot and Sharks will be in tears, man. They'll be in tears. And there'll be a lot of hooling and holla, popping champagnes and all those kind of stuff. It'll be joyous. It'll be joyous, It'll be joyous for that to happen. And I would love to see it. I will love to be part of history. Whether I'm not, or other people do, but I want to be part of being a world champion. Now, we already done it, of course, but that was at a different time, different format, different era, of course. No. I want us, the LEC, to win Worlds, probably beating a Chinese or Korea team at that point. Hell, if the LEC beats an LPL or LCK team to win Worlds, that will be the greatest moment in Worlds history. DRX Cineramo story? No. LEC winning Worlds. That is going to be our story. DRX will be so last year. This will be our moment. And if that happens, you know what? It's going to be a wild, wild celebration. And I don't care if it's G2, I don't care if it's Fnatic, I don't care if it's Koi, I don't care if it's Mad Lions. Hell, I don't even care if Astrala's winning it. Just as long as LEC wins Worlds, that would be a dream come true. That would be a dream come true for everybody. And yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be a fun next year for us with so many games and so many stuff and so many hope and expectations. We will see if all of their expectations will be met with joy or disappointment. You get to decide. So hey, thank you very much for staying here. If you love this video, sub, like, comment, all those kind of stuff. I'm in my socials. Please, please, please have a safe holidays. Merry Christmas and happy 2023 to you all.